Okay, so I'm going to give it a try. And if you're seeing this, it means I was successful. And if not, then I'm the only one that will know. So, we're going to poke the holes through the spine of New Worlds to Conquer. I'm sorry for this bizarre angle. I need to be able to see the camera screen and also see what I'm doing clearly. And I have yet to figure out the app so that I can see on my laptop while I'm working on my desk. So this will do. I thought I was going to do it with and use the text block in behind this spine, but the text block, I don't trust all these gluey chunky bits here. Even though this book is not nearly as old as Sybil, in a way it's not as well made. So the glue is, this glue is just crunchy and chunky and chippy and messy, and I don't want to deal with it. On the other hand, I was stumped because I wanted a bit of a curve for behind this spine for when I'm poking through with my awl, or as it is known in the junk journal community, my pokey tool. So I thought hard about it, and I was tempted to just use a flattened roll from the inside of paper towel, or kitchen paper as some people call it. This stuff. Now I haven't ruled out, thank goodness I was down to near the end, I haven't ruled out using this. I'm just worried about it moving. I guess I could use push pins to hold it into place. This, if you're wondering what I'm working on here, this is a gardener's kneeling pad. I get them at my local dollar store. And they're terrific. And I think the first person I saw using this, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was our beloved Gail Agostinelli, I think I saw her using it. I'm just putting a few in. I don't want it going anywhere when it comes time to use the pokey tool. I'm just feeling around up here. There we go. All right, so let me see. Hopefully that is viewable. Yes, all right. I like that. Our low tack, or our delicate masking tape. go. I need a sip of something refreshing. All right, now we made the tissue paper template. I did tissue paper, tracing paper, I should say, tracing paper. This, I think tissue paper would be too delicate. This is tracing paper. I can get pads of it at my dollar store. And I folded it up the way we do with good old making the spines for Little Golden Books. So I want it centered there. Tape. There we go. And then there. So it is not, you're probably thinking, Catherine, that's not reaching the top. I don't care about that. That will leave me a bit of room to, if I want to put maybe some, you know how sometimes on old books they use white oil markers and they just write random numbers, the Dewey Decimal System or whatever it was. I'm open to doing that to this. I'm feeling the spine for where it wants to be the center rather than where it mathematically would be the center. Just so that for when it's resting. Yeah, let me stand up and take a look. I want it down a little bit more. I might just leave that up. Probably thinking, Catherine, don't be such a fuss budget. But then you're also probably thinking, yeah, you know me by now. And I'm a fuss budget. Yeah, I'm really thinking I do like this tape. It holds. I'm going to pause so I can move the camera, get my nose right down there. I'm having a hard time seeing my own pencil marks, so hold on. Okay, I did have to put my upper light on so that I could see better. I hope the shadow isn't too horrible for you. I'm going to leave it on for the sake of my vision. And I'm going to hope that it's fairly even, because keep in mind I eyeballed those gold bands, so I really shouldn't be depending on the gold bands. I should be depending on my signature threads. And think about it, if somebody like myself found this book years later and decided to resew a text block into it with the new signature threads, they wouldn't necessarily be even and symmetrical, right? Alright, so here we go. Pokey tool in hand. Now I'm wondering if I want pins, just in case. I have, it's a honey tin. Oh, we're Canadian. Everything's bilingual. There we go, pure Canadian honey. But in it, I use a huge roll of embroidery cotton, or crochet cotton, to hold pins. I can keep this handy. These are my sewing machine scissors. They always stay by my sewing machine. Of course, now I'm breaking my own rule. Anyhow, alright, so let's do it. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to put it in. I'm going to start in the center. I don't mind a larger hole because I'm going to be using embroidery floss. So so that's okay. I'm not going to do a teeny tiny little poke the way I would if I were poking signatures to sew in. Hope that makes sense. There we go. And there. There. Okay. What that does for me, in case you're wondering why are you sticking pins in it, is on the off chance that I sneeze, it wiggles, it rolls, it moves, and perhaps my masking tape comes loose, like I can see it lifting here. Those pins will hold it in place while I finish poking. Okay, it's not ideal, but it'll do. Doesn't have to be perfect, right? Embrace the imperfection, Catherine. Right. So it's a different day. You'll see my clothing's the same because it's actually the same day. I'll just, again, sorry for the shadows, sorry my hand is in the way. But there's no getting around to this. So it's actually the same day as when I did the gilding wax. I'm just going to split it up because it's so long. That's not fair to do to viewers. I know some of you sweet people will say, oh, I could listen to you all day long. I promise you, you could not. Yeah. Now, again, any imperfections in my mathematics, come on, thank you, will be camouflaged because I'm going to play with patterns with the embroidery floss. So hopefully that will help as well. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I've done this before, but it's been so long since I've done it. clearly I need to do this more often. I can hear someone downstairs. I think she's wanting her dinner. Don't worry, hubby's home. She's not down there all alone. Okay, alright. Let's put this away. Put the pokey tool away. Let's peel things. That was already there. Okay. Don't panic, Catherine. Now this I can use again. I couldn't reuse the tape that had gilding wax on it. In case there was a chunk that was still live. But this I can. Now I think I will, and I'll do it off camera. So this is just going to be a quickie today. I think I will give this one more wipe down. I think I can get a little more off of it, and then I will seal it before I sew it. This just came about as a handy thing. Yeah, that's a nail. I think I was hanging a picture or something. I wasn't sure what size to use, and it ended up in there. This just came about. I needed a quick access to pins when I was, oh my goodness, it's been 3 years. In 2020, when I was sewing cloth masks for our local NICU, the nurses were running out of disposable masks, and there weren't even N95s available then. There we go. I'm happy. So if you recall, if you've been watching me that long, books were not being made. I was sewing hundreds of masks. I went through all of my fabric. I went through all of my thread. Nancy came to the rescue and sent me a box of pre-cut, bless her heart, adult and children's size mask fabric and threads. And I had people donating t-shirts because by then the nurses found that it was more comfortable to tie the masks fully around to the back of their head rather than have elastics around their ears. And t-shirt material was softer and more washable and stretchy, and they could wear it longer. And then they discovered that 3 layers were better than 2, so I was sewing 3 layers at a time. Oh boy. But you know what? I still feel good about that. That was a cool thing to do, and they sent me a picture. A whole bunch of the nurses sent me a picture later on, wearing all these masks, and they were all colorful and pretty, and I felt good about that. That was a nice thing. So there we go. Let's pull these out. We did it. We did it. You were here to help me through another nerve-wracking experience that we've once again shared together. So, like I said, the next part won't, part of me says I wonder if I should save this, and part of me thinks another one will come along. The way my husband uses paper towels. I didn't use paper towels before he came along. I always just used cloths and dish rags, dishcloths, and wash them and use them again. But my husband loves paper towels, so oh yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm very excited about this. Now, the floss I'm going to use before I cut us off for the day is this gold. So what I'm going to do off camera is give some of these areas another wipe down. I was toying with the idea of using a bit of ink here to cover up where the ink, the dye has worn off the book cloth, and then I thought, why would I do that? Nature has done that for a reason. It's worn for a reason. It's an old book. It's like 97 years old, I think. I don't know. So that went out the window. But I'm going to wipe it down. I'm going to seal it with some aerosol Mod Podge matte, not the liquid. Then I'm going to wax some more of this floss. See how pretty it is? It's got the little, I don't know if you can see, it's twisted. It's so pretty. And I'll be using this single and doing 5-hole pamphlet on the outer two and the center one, and then crisscross through the two that are in the middle. And whether that happens on camera or not will depend on my mood tomorrow, but it's getting dark now. It's actually my time right now. It's 4:45, so it's not happening tonight. It'll happen tomorrow. Well, thanks for joining me. And next time we get together, it'll either be done because I was either too nervous or something went wrong, or else we'll do it together. So take care. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for rooting for me. I could feel it through the camera. I could. We'll talk soon. Bye.